Don Rush here, West Coast Classic Cougar. Hey, today I'm doing a clutch job on my 1970 XR7 4-speed car. And a couple things you guys might not know about. There was a design flaw in these boots. And this is a 54,000 original mile car, way better than most. Some of them are split way down to here. And forever we had the most terrible reproduction. It didn't look right, the texture wasn't right, and it would fall apart instantly. So we got a hold of Daniel Carpenter and said, please make us a quality one. And I think he came through. Look at the texture, look at the seam, everything about it. And the beauty about Daniel Carpenter, there's his DC. Make sure when you buy these it says DC on the bottom. The thing about Daniel Carpenter is he oftentimes finds original tooling. And I'm not sure on this one, but I think that's original tooling. Look at the injection marks are all in the same place. Anyway, the beauty about this little part on our website, search word 4-speed shift, bezel shift, I don't know, reinforcement. Anyway, it's easy to find on our website if you type in 1974 speed. You put this little guy, you wedge it right in there, and the beauty is it puts all the pressure of your shifter and it transfers it all the way around to this edge instead of just that one little corner there. So never again, well, I won't say never, but you should never have to replace this boot again. Now, here's another thing that I was thinking you guys would like to see. When you're doing your, I like the path of least resistance. This is its first clutch. It's never been apart. I didn't really want to disturb this. This shifter in this works perfect. It's like tick, tick, tick. You don't have to wiggle it, nothing. So I didn't want to take it away from the body. I wanted to leave it together. So I had to take this out. And it's been a few years since I did the one. The last one I did was on a 71 Cougar 429 4-speed convertible. And so I couldn't remember. I knew I had to release that clip, and I'm like, do I get in this side or get in this side? Anyway, it all came back to me, and this is how you do it. You go to the Cheapo Depot, also known as Harbor Freight or Dollar Tree, and you get the cheapest, thinnest, flexiblest putty knife you can find, and you modify it. And I buy these all the time. This one I modified. I was taking apart a wood T-shift handle, and I got it in there and whack, 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 and got the wood off the handle. So yeah, these are disposable consumables. And you get it in here, and you hit it with PB Blaster or whatever your favorite lubrication is. And you're inside the car, and you're going wiggle, 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 wiggle. Try not to scratch your chrome on your shift bar. And your goal is to get, and this one's just a little too thick. You should get a thinner one than this one. And I think I just did it. You get below that right there. If you can get below right there, you've released the spring steel clip. And I just did this in the car, so I had a little more leverage. So let's see if I can do it here. There we go. That's all it takes. What you're doing is you're sliding right in there and releasing the clip and popping it out. So anyway, this applies to 70, 71. Hurst, of course, supplied these cool shifters or variations of them to a lot of GM, lots of cars. They're aftermarket shifters. So anyway, if you're stuck, you want to get this apart, that's how you do it, and I thought you'd like to know. Just when you think you've seen it all, and I thought I saw it all, I found this inspection tag, and I was wondering why this bolt hole, this is supposed to be up under your carpet and your floorboard, and have that rubber piece over it and hold it down. Well, they missed this bolt from the factory. Look at that. I never had a bolt in it, and it was all laid down here. And look what I found. This was all rolled up, just very perfectly tight, and it was shoved in that hole. And it's an inspection thing, and I can't read much on it. It says inspector blank, and I can't read who signed it. And it says Chicago and whatever. So put in the comments if you've ever seen an inspection tag for a top loader right here under the carpet. And if you got a good picture of one, I'd love to see it.